Hi, Tony here from Days Out. Hope you're well. Today I'm talking about first class business lounges. Yeah, that's right. I recently did a video on Gatwick Airport and British Airways first class lounge, which I really like. It's a fantastic little spot, and hardly anyone goes in there because for some reason gold members don't tend to go through Gatwick that often. So it's super quiet, super chilled. So you can check out the review up here, wherever I put the card. Now it's time for the flagship. It is the BA First Wing at Heathrow Airport. I am now going to go over my review of the facilities and let you know what's good, what's bad, and maybe how it stacks up against Gatwick. So let's get things started. The first thing to know about the first wing is that it is way over on the far side of Terminal 5. This means if you're coming in by the Heathrow Express, perhaps, or the Tube, you're going to come out and you're going to have a long walk down the concourse. It is perhaps a little bit annoying that actually you could potentially even get through quicker using some of the standard gates, but that's not necessarily what it's about. The first wing is not just about speed, it's about the service. So anyway, so you can keep trudging along a few minutes until you get to the end, and then we face the entrance. Now, one of the best things about the first wing entrance in Heathrow is that it's completely dedicated. If you saw my review on Gatwick, BA does have a very sort of diddy, minuscule version of this wing, but it's not exclusively for gold members. So the bronze, silver, everyone can pile in there, and there's no bespoke sort of entrance after that. You just put your bags in, and then you go straight out into the throngs. This one is very different, but we'll come to that. Anyway, so you go through, you're always meted by a very nice person, and there's usually plenty of desks available, so you're not standing hanging around for too long. One tip, of course, is you're only allowed to bring in one companion. So as long as they're flying BA or a partner airline, this family tried to get in and they were turned away. So sorry about that, but yeah, try not to get caught out on the guest rule. Anyway, so you check in, you then have that dedicated security lane. So this is a private security lane, so just for first customers, absolutely brilliant. Whiz straight through, I really love it. Obviously, I can't take too many pictures of security for security issues, but once you are through, you then walk down this really funky corridor into the lounge itself. The ability to walk straight through privately into the lounge is amazing because when we were silver members and had to get the business class lounges, you'd have to go through security, standard security, well, fast track standard security, then down the escalators all the way around. So it took forever, but the ability to walk straight through makes it so seamless. Really good. There is, of course, a second entrance that you can access if you go through the traditional security, but not sure what the point is. Anyway, back to the lounge itself. Now, it is a very large lounge and it can actually get quite busy. As you can see, this is once you turn left past the initial bar area, you can go and find your little quiet spot. So, this is nice and relaxing. There's quite a good area for work. So, if you're a business person, need to do a bit of work, that's good. There's the main bar area here, which I often find is the best place to find a spot. You have the bog standard, I shouldn't say bog standard, the premium alcohol, beer, and of course the staple kettle crisps. So this is well stocked, exactly the same layout as in Gatwick, so nothing too exciting. These high stools are quite good. I quite like them. They're a little bit out of the way, tucked away. Champagne, of course. Lovely champagne selection, a step up from the business lounge. So that's one thing I'm going to definitely give in its favour. As you can see, the way it's laid out is a lot of group seatings, single seatings, and because there are a lot of solo travellers, space ends up a bit of a premium. So you probably might not have to be shy and ask somebody, is it okay if I sit next to you? But there's been so many times I've come into this place and it has been a struggle. When I said the main bar, I think I should have said this is the main bar in the sense it's manned, so or person, whatever you want to say. So you've always got someone there to serve you. The other one I prefer, actually, to be honest, because you just serve up your own drinks. Why would I get somebody serving me and judging me for having a couple of glasses of champagne too much? There's another bar in here. This is sort of a kind of a quiet section, somewhere in between the sort of business section and whatever. I don't tend to go in here because it's a bit out of the way. But yeah, so you then mosey on back. As you see, they usually have a selection of wines out on the counter, so that's good. Again, all pretty busy, lots of people around. And then you have the main food section, which is down to the right. You can usually find some space down here. This is another one I quite like. You can usually get the Union coffee, the pastries. Everyone that's flown BA knows exactly what they're going to get with this sort of outfit. The tea as well. That's always good. Water station. You got your fresh fruit. All that's good. Then, of course, more kettle crisps. You've got to bag those when you can. So let's talk a bit more about the food. We came at breakfast, so you can have your usual sort of porridge. This was new, waffle and pancake station. Haven't seen that before. Fresh fruit's always good. Then you have the main buffet. Obviously, we have our coffee machine there. Then we have the main buffet, which is, as anyone again who's flown BA knows, they love their cooked breakfast. So you've got mushrooms and toast and beans and black pudding. So that's all good. A little bit fresh fruited one. And another new thing they added was a bagel station with what looked like some fairly fresh pork or bacon cooked. Trouble is, a bit like the waffle station, I'm not the biggest fan of waffles or bagels, so I took a pass, but it's good to see they are innovating. However, and this is a big downside on British Airways in Gatwick, there is no bespoke menu. As you can see from these pictures, these are just table service for drinks and basic stuff from the buffet. There is nothing bespoke. There's no way you can get a nice poached egg as we managed to get in Gatwick. So do not get your hopes up in terms of anything special off menu. And one other thing that has got the edge for Gatwick is the views of the runway. It's a very small lounge in Gatwick, but I really thought the views were great of the planes. You could see them coming and going. Heathrow, as you'll see here, probably not as good. Yeah, you can see a bit of action, but you're a little bit further away. And there's a bit more sort of blockage and paraphernalia on the windows and all that. But it is what it is. Anyway, so that was my experience. I prefer the first class check-in at Heathrow. That first wing is fantastic. I love going through there, real pleasure. And I'm going to probably miss it when we drop down to Silver. But I'm going to say Gatwick has it for the lounge itself, being more intimate, more bespoke, and having that ability to have your own personalised food, like the poached egg, or when we had it before, the burger with triple cooked chips. Anyway, thank you very much. I think next on the list is the Arrivals Lounge. Stay tuned.